I accept.
오. Yes.
No square, only sweat and blood.
He may be wounded, but don't let your guard down.
Let's settle this.
와요.
I will bury you, Saxon. I'll take all that is yours.
보여줘. 요.
Should a king show mercy to one so malevolent, so cruel? I'll not give you the satisfaction of a good death, for my god forbids such cruelty. Therefore you are outcast. From this moment on. You have won. My life is yours. Your life is God's. Now go! Leave my kingdom and never return!
I do not understand this Saxon religion. Oswald is a coin. One side mercy, the other courage. There are few like him, I'll admit. Saxon or Dane.
Such a strange display. Courage and restraint like I've never seen. With all that's happened, with all the chaos Rued wrought, still, Oswald found reason to spare him.
It's a strange thing.
Yep.
A remarkable thing. From what inner spring does such kindness run? I'd like to know. With my duty here fulfilled, I now choose East Anglia. I fight for you, my king.
Rise, old friend. You're embarrassing me.
Be well, Finir. Your choice is a bold one. You continue to surprise Oswald of Elmenham.
Thank you, Eivor. When we first met, I made an oath. I promised you an alliance.
You did.
You'll have it, so long as I draw breath.
Until next time, King.
아, 좋아요. 이제 동맹입니다. 그래, 이렇게? 와, 씨. 경험치 개지지네. 아무나 많이 주네요. 아, 제 저처럼 꾸며볼까? 제가 생각하는 게 있거든요?
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
너 뭐냐? 일단 들어갑시다. 저거 해서 일단은 올리면 그 다음에 저거 하면 되니까 좋아요. 정된 거야. 밤이 되어 지켜봤니? 낯선 모든 길을 위험성이 되어 죽어가니 인생 쉽고 모든 걸 잃은 채 와야 돼 처음에 같은 위에 이제 2레벨 찍을 수 있나? 그냥 그 전에 문신소 잠깐 갔다가 수염 좀 정리할 수 있으면 정리 좀 합시다. 문신소를 제가 열어놓긴 했거든요? 여기가 문신소였나? 에이!
Empty. Where are Sven and Toby?
뭐야? 어디 갔어? 야드라잉? 니들 어디 갔냐, 문신소? 아니, 새끼들아. 내 외형을 바꿔주러 와야지. 어디 갔어, 엄마? 아, 장식을 넣을 수 있어? 어. 이렇게. 야, 너가 그 문신하는 애냐? 아닌데? 너 어디 갔냐? 야, 도망갔어? 일단은 먼저 완료할게요. 문신소 다른 데 가서 문신하지 뭐.
Push me any further, Holger, and I will make you eat that wretched.
Roland, Holger, why all this?
뭐야, 여기 있어. 무슨 일이야?
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rob is a pointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
저 새끼는 계속 나한테 저러냐?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly, what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood?
왜?
Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgifu's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
자, 너는 말하겠나?
Let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of rare resources to compose my verses.
얘기하고 빌렸어야지.
I have made use of
제가 잘못한 게
novel
맞아?
items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovy's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer, to make a perfect
물론 너의
brush.
그게
I
입증이
needed
안
the
돼,
fine hairs
새끼야.
of a well-raised horse.
and so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafu's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position.
오케이.
I believe I have heard enough.
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No ha-
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rogue.
Quiet, both of you.
로안인가?
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good.
좋아요.
Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
아씨.
Would you
얘들아.
allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
문신 메스터는 근데 어디 갔냐?
not.
일단
Silver is
네.
the only color I wish to see from you.
나 은혜로 받고 싶어. 그런 얘기하는 것 봐. 안녕?
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite the character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
Yes, it's mine. 뚜루뚜루.
Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Ealdorman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
좋아요. Oh, it's alright.
Landry, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
어.
I want to see the alliance map.
룬덴 먼저 갈까요? 룬덴 먼저 갈까? 아니, 여기 먼저 할까? 아니, 룬덴 먼저 가자. 근데 먼데? 여기 한 다음에 룬덴을 하자. 그죠? 룬덴 먼저 하자.
What of Oxenfordshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact. He bids you go meet him as soon as you can. He has partnered with a rebellious thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich as Ealdorman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center
아,
of
그래요?
Buckingham.
그럼 여기 갔다가
Sigurd
룬덴
will
갑시다.
meet you there.
아, 오케이. 저기 런던.
I should join my brother then. Where is Buckingham?
Along the great Ouse River that divides Oxenfordshire. Sigurd will be pleased to see you.
어. 가져갈까? 기다려봐. 할 게 많아요. 그 누구 뭐 이게 그건가? 그런가 보다. 엄마, 너 무신쟁이가 갑자기 그러면 어떡해, 엄마? 저거 한 다음에 같이 떠나자고 얘기하겠다. 같이 좀 환기 좀 하자고 그래야겠다. 엄마. 어디 갔냐? 난 너의 문신이 필요해, 임마.
I don't
그렇구나.
know how to draw.
Toby,
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Toby, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed, sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty, not like in our stories.
어허. 얍.
When we tell stories, the old
이거 그냥
and
빠른
wise,
읽기가
they
어차피
have this
서브캐스트거든요.
calm about Sven, and I wasn't ready either. Everyone looks at me like I will sing. They don't.
Life may ask more of us than... I was not prepared to lose my parents.
That must have been punishing.
Someone else might have done better than me. Or worse. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft,
He was the most skilled up.
and he chose you. You may step up or step down.
Thank you,
오,
Eivor.
좋아.
I need to get home.
Be strong, Toby. And know you are valued.
저 결사단 파괴하는 거고. 그럼 2레벨 찍을 수 있나? 상점 2레벨 업그레이드다 이제. 예스. 상점이 어디였지? 여기다, 오른쪽이다. 뭐야? 돼지구나. 이거면 2레벨 찍히지 않나? 왜 간판이 또 없냐? 뭐지? 모르겠어요. 이거 그 올리면 2레벨 찍히지 않나요?
Greetings, Eivor.
안 뜨네?
May I see your
방배
You should
똑같고.
buy that. Perfect. I'll happily take. Is that every?
얍.
I must take my...
I hope to see you
이게
soon.
2레벨 찍는 그게 다른가요? 뭐 다른 걸 뭐 해야 또 업데이트가 되는 건가? 일단은 문신 누나 갈까? 우리 이제 문신 누나로 바뀌었거든요. 누나 문신 누나. 안 왔네. 딴 데 가서 하자. 지금 머리 그 수염을 좀 깎고 싶은데 이건 수염을 깎을 수가 없겠지? 남캐 수염이 마음에 안 들거든요. 가자.
Randvi, take a break. Let us make for Grandbridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now?
Yep.
Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not stretch your legs and fill your lungs?
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
과연
Follow me.
소형기 들어가야 돼? 이 근처에 문신 가게가 어디 있더라? 일로 가네? 여기에 문신 가게 있었나? 봤던 것 같은데? 그 무신각에 있었던 데가 어딘지를 아예 모르겠네? 아, 여기에 거기구나. 어허. 저기 있겠지? 저도 본 것 같은데. 쟤 왜 저기 있냐? 걸어서 데려가야 돼? 그런가 봐. 아, 나만 가면 안 돼? 쟤를 지금 1km를 데려가야 된다고? 기다려봐. 한 1시간 남았죠? 어씨, 되게 귀엽네. 이야. 몸이 더 세다는 걸 보여주지. 나와. 여기에 문신메스터가 있었나? 없었던 것 같았는데 좀 큰 도시를 가야 했던 걸로 기억하는데 여기 작은 도시 없나봐. 어디였지? 여기 이스트 잉글리아에 있었나? 아 귀찮나. 그쵸, 데이트. 이거 여기 수염 같은 정리할 수 있나요? 문신관에 가면? 그때 그 머리 모양이랑 그런 거 되지 않았나? 그지? 여기 그 문신 해주는 애가 여기 애가 지금 그 전신적인 스트레스로 인해서 그 뭐야 남편이 떠나가지고 지금 정신적인 이슈로 인해 운영 안 하거든요? 어딜 가야 했나요? 다른데? 도시에? 기억이 안 나. 정신적인 이슈로 인해서 그 문신각을 안 하거든요? 이렇게 올려놨는데 없어. 본인 그거 한다고 지금 사라졌거든?
We won't take the longship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me.
올려볼까?
You seem sad.
I am. Sven was a good friend to me.
I know. I'm sorry I was not here to send him on his...
That he was. But suppose we honor him best by keeping the clan going. Anyhow.
I would like to see...